Ever wondered how to make the most out of your tiny outdoor space? Picture your limited balcony or minuscule backyard blooming with a lush, green, vertical oasis. The urban landscape may have reduced our living spaces, but our longing for nature and homegrown food remains undiminished. Enter vertical gardening, an innovative method that dares us to grow skywards instead of outwards. So, buckle up for a 10-minute journey through the magic of small spaces, reborn as leafy retreats. Welcome to the world of vertical gardening. Vertical gardening is the answer to your small space woes. Imagine a world where the constraints of space no longer limit your green thumb. That's the magic of vertical gardening. It's an innovative approach that challenges the traditional notion of gardening, urging us to grow upwards, not outwards. The concept is simple, yet revolutionary. It's about taking advantage of vertical spaces like walls, fences, or even balcony railings, and turning them into lush, green canvases. You'll find vertical gardens sprouting up in cities across the globe, from New York to Tokyo, each one a testament to human ingenuity and our enduring connection with nature. In the concrete jungles of our urban landscapes, vertical gardening is more than just a space-saving solution. It's a breath of fresh air, quite literally. It's about reclaiming our connection with the earth, even in the most unlikely of places. And it's not just for the green-thumbed among us. Anyone can create a vertical garden. It's as much about creativity as it is about horticulture. Think recycled bottles turned into hanging planters, or a pallet repurposed into a living wall. The possibilities are as limitless as your imagination. So why the rise in vertical gardening? It's simple. In our ever-growing cities, space is at a premium. Vertical gardening provides an answer, a way to maximize our green spaces without needing a sprawling backyard. Vertical gardening is not just a trend, it's a lifestyle. It's about making the most of what we have and creating something beautiful in the process. It's about growing upwards and onwards, no matter where we are. Vertical gardening is more than just a space saver. It's an innovative approach that offers a multitude of benefits beyond the obvious. Imagine breathing in fresh, clean air right in the heart of the city. Vertical gardens act as natural air filters, absorbing pollutants and releasing clean oxygen. This is a boon, particularly for urban dwellers who are constantly battling smog and pollution. Now, picture a tranquil oasis right in your balcony or backyard. Vertical gardens serve as fantastic noise barriers, reducing the constant hum of city life. The foliage absorbs and deflects sound, creating a quiet, serene space amidst the hustle and bustle. Let's not forget the joy of harvesting your own produce. Growing your own food is not only satisfying, but also incredibly healthy. Vertical gardening allows you to cultivate a variety of vegetables and herbs, even in the tiniest of spaces. From juicy tomatoes to aromatic basil, the possibilities are endless. Moreover, vertical gardening is an excellent way to increase biodiversity in urban areas. It encourages a variety of insects, birds, and other creatures to visit your garden, promoting a balanced ecosystem. But perhaps the most significant benefit is the therapeutic effect of gardening. Nurturing plants can significantly reduce stress and promote a sense of well-being. It's an opportunity to connect with nature, even in a concrete jungle. So, as you can see, vertical gardening is a green solution in more ways than one. It enhances your surroundings, benefits your health, and contributes positively to the environment. Ready to start your vertical garden? Here's how. The first step to creating your vertical garden is choosing the right location. This depends on the type of plants you want to grow and the amount of sunlight they need. For sun-loving plants, a south-facing wall is ideal. But if you're growing shade-loving plants, choose a north-facing wall. If your space doesn't have a wall, don't worry. Vertical gardens can also be grown on freestanding structures like trellises, or even on a balcony railing. Now let's talk about selecting suitable plants for your vertical garden. This is where your climate comes into play. Check your local hardiness zone to find out what plants thrive in your area. For hotter climates, succulents make a great choice. They're hardy, require less water, and offer a variety of shapes and colors. If you live in a cooler climate, consider ferns or ivy. They're resilient and can add a lush green touch to your vertical garden. And don't forget about edibles. Many herbs like basil and thyme, as well as some vegetables like tomatoes, can grow well in vertical gardens. Now that you've got your location and plants sorted, it's time to get your hands dirty. Here are some DIY methods for creating vertical planters. One of the simplest ways is using a pallet. Stand it up vertically, line it with landscape fabric to hold the soil, and plant away. Or, how about a shoe organizer? Yep, you heard right. The pockets make perfect planters for herbs or small flowers. Another option is to use mason jars. Attach them to a wooden board and hang it on your wall. This method is especially great for indoor vertical gardens. Just remember to add some pebbles at the bottom of each jar for proper drainage. You can also create a trellis wall. Attach a trellis to your wall and use it to support climbing plants. This is an excellent choice if you want to grow vines like morning glory or sweet peas. Lastly, consider using a vertical garden kit. These kits come with everything you need, from the frame to the planters, and can be a great choice for beginners. Remember, the key to a successful vertical garden is regular maintenance. Ensure your plants are well watered but not overwatered. Monitor them for pests and diseases. And most importantly, enjoy the process. Gardening, even on a vertical scale, can be a therapeutic and rewarding experience. With these steps, your vertical garden is just a few plants away. So, what are you waiting for? Get planting and watch your small space transform into a green oasis. Happy gardening. Want to know the secrets of successful vertical gardening? Well, listen closely, because we've gathered some golden nuggets of wisdom from experts and enthusiasts who have mastered the art of vertical gardening in their own small spaces. First up, let's hear from Emma, a horticulturist from London. Emma says, "Don't underestimate the power of good soil. It's the foundation of a healthy vertical garden." She recommends using a high-quality potting mix and adding compost to give your plants the nutrients they need to thrive. Next we have Tom from New York, a vertical gardening enthusiast. He emphasizes the importance of selecting the right plants. Choose plants that naturally grow upwards, he advises. Vines, creepers, and climbers are your best friends in a vertical garden. Now let's hear from Priya, a botanist from Bangalore. She suggests experimenting with different types of containers. You don't have to stick with traditional pots, she says. Recycle bottles, cans, even old shoes. It adds a touch of creativity to your vertical garden. Then we have expert gardener Carlos from Mexico City. He stresses the importance of regular maintenance. Vertical gardens require more frequent watering and fertilizing than traditional gardens, he says. Stay consistent with your care routine to keep your garden lush and thriving. Finally, we have Lisa, an architect from Sydney, who offers a unique perspective. Consider the visual impact of your garden, she suggests. Arrange plants of varying heights and colors to create an appealing design. Remember, your vertical garden is not just a source of fresh produce but also a living work of art. It's clear that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to vertical gardening. From choosing the right soil and plants, to using creative containers and maintaining a consistent care routine, there are many factors to consider. But perhaps the most important tip of all is to enjoy the process. Vertical gardening is not just about maximizing space, it's also about expressing creativity, connecting with nature, and cultivating a sense of accomplishment. Even in vertical gardening, little tips can make a big difference. So, armed with these expert insights, you're now ready to embark on your own vertical gardening journey. Best of luck and happy gardening. Let's revisit what we've learned. In the past 10 minutes, we've taken a journey into the world of vertical gardening, a fantastic solution for those of us living in small spaces. It's not just about saving space, but also about enhancing air quality, reducing noise, and the joy of growing your own food. We've seen a montage of vertical gardens from around the globe, from plants growing in recycled bottles to sophisticated modular units. These living walls, whether in a cramped balcony or a tiny backyard, can transform any space into a lush, green retreat. We've also broken down the steps to start your very own vertical garden. Choosing the right location, selecting plants suitable for your climate, and creating your vertical planters. Remember, it's all about growing upwards, not outwards. We've heard from experts and enthusiastic amateurs who've shared their tips and tricks for successful vertical gardening. We've learned that with a bit of creativity and effort, anyone can create a vertical garden, regardless of their space limitations. But now, it's over to you. It's time for you to take the plunge into the world of vertical gardening. Start small, experiment, and see what works for you. Remember, every vertical garden is unique, reflecting the creativity and personality of its gardener. Now it's your turn. Start your vertical gardening journey and share your progress with the world.